Hello everyone, welcome to Learning English with T and Lucas. Today's lesson will focus on strategies to improve your speaking skills in English. Many people have asked me how to speak English fluently. This is a very good question, but it can't be answered easily. So today we'll offer you 5 strategies to become a more fluent English speaker. Are you ready to begin? Let's get started.
The first strategy to become a more fluent speaker is to develop your pronunciation skills. Learning pronunciation is an important component of learning English successfully. Even though you might speak with an accent, it is still important to say words accurately in English. Here are a few points to consider when developing your pronunciation. The first thing to keep in mind is to learn syllables. Some words in English have one syllable. For example, dog, house, love. And some words have 2 syllables. For example, candy, flower, mother. And some words in English have more than 2 syllables. For example, Canada has 3 syllables. And cauliflower has 4 syllables. And the word university has 5 syllables. A really long word with a lot of syllables. If you break words down into syllables in English, you will learn how to speak more clearly. Another point to keep in mind when developing your pronunciation is to learn stress pattern. It is important to understand which syllable is the stressed syllable in English, so you can speak more clearly and accurately. For example, take the word study. We say study. We place the stress on the first syllable. We don't place the stress on the second syllable, study. That is incorrect. Study. Another word, economy. We say economy. We stress the second syllable. We don't say economy. That is incorrect. Economy. To learn syllables successfully, you can always look them up in a dictionary, and it will tell you which syllable is the stressed syllable of a particular word. And finally, it is important to remember to say the ending sounds of certain words in English. A common mistake is to forget the final T or the final D sound in certain words. For example, plant, event, pretend, depend. And remember, verbs that end in ed in English will take either a T sound, for example, talked, cooked, a D sound, played, moved, or a final ID sound, visited, decided. Don't forget to say the final ending sounds of words in English so you can have better pronunciation. The second strategy to become a more fluent English speaker is to practice your intonation. To improve your intonation, it is first important to understand what it is. So, intonation is the rise and the fall of the voice in English. It is often described as the music of speech. A change in intonation can affect the meaning of what you say. For example, if you say to your friend, "Can I come in a low, flat voice with little intonation, it will sound rude and impolite, and your friend likely won't ask you to come in. However, if you say to your friend, "Can I come in a more uplifting voice and with more intonation, it will sound more respectful and polite, and your friend will likely invite you in. Improving your intonation is important so people don't misinterpret your tone and what you are trying to say in English. Here are a few strategies you can use to improve your intonation. First, become more aware of your intonation while speaking. Practice listening to English more carefully and try to notice the intonation of fluent English speakers. Using YouTube is a good place to find videos of fluent English speakers. While watching these videos, make note of the speaker's intonation and try to mimic it during your own speech. Here are a few examples of the rising and falling of intonation in a few sentences and questions. Rising intonation. Have you lived here a long time? Repeat. Have you lived here a long time? I love chocolate, strawberry, and mango ice cream. Repeat. I love chocolate, strawberry, and mango ice cream. Falling intonation. Put that down. Repeat. Put that down. Why are you living in Canada? Repeat. Why are you living in Canada? Another way to improve your intonation is to record yourself. Use your phone or your computer and ask your friend or a family member to record a dialogue with you. Afterwards, listen to your conversation and make note of your intonation. Does it sound natural? Does it portray the attitude in which you want? For example, if you are trying to express joy or happiness, does your speech reflect this? Or do you sound more serious? Recording and listening to your speech is a good way to develop proper intonation, as you can rewind, listen, and record again. Try recording yourself over a period of time and check your progress as you are doing so.
If you want to speak English more easily and fluently, it's important to build your vocabulary. There are different ways to build your vocabulary, including listening to English news, music, and podcasts. Watch movies, TV, and YouTube videos in English. Read books in English. When you come across a word that you don't understand, write it down in a notebook. Then look up the meaning of the word in a dictionary. Practice saying the word to yourself and use it in a sentence. Then try to include the word when speaking if you can. Let's say I am reading a book and I come across a word that I don't understand. For example, tractor. Now, I am writing the word down in my notebook. Then I will look up the meaning of the word in a dictionary. Tractor means a strong vehicle with large wheels, used for pulling farm machinery. Now, I am using the word in a sentence. Farmers use tractors to transport their crops. Then I might use the word in a real-life situation, like when I see a tractor, I can say, the farmer is riding on his tractor. So, if you have an extensive amount of vocabulary, it's easier for you to communicate with others. Without a lot of vocabulary, you might not understand what other people are speaking about and not sure how to respond. So, it is crucial to build your vocabulary to become a fluent English speaker.
The next strategy to become a more fluent English speaker is to learn important grammar points. Grammar can be a daunting topic in English. There are many tenses and rules to remember. The important thing is not to get overwhelmed and to learn what you can. Focus on understanding the basic English tenses, such as the simple present, the simple past, the future, and the present perfect tense, to name just a few. If you are not familiar with the grammar points and rules in English, then you will be less understandable as an English speaker. A problem that arises is when I want to tell a story about my weekend and I speak accidentally in the wrong tense. For example, I want to tell a story about my weekend and I say, in the morning I play soccer, then I go shopping. I enjoy my Sunday. Obviously, I'm attempting to tell a story about my weekend in the past tense, but I was speaking in the present tense, so my listeners will be confused. They might ask, are you speaking about your past weekend? Or are you talking about the future weekend? Or are you talking about your weekend routine? However, if I understand the past tense, I will say, I played soccer in the morning. Then I went shopping. I enjoyed my Sunday. My listeners will now understand that I am talking about my past weekend, and they will converse with me and ask me questions about my weekend. So it is very important to learn grammar correctly and to speak in the correct tense.
Learning to be confident while speaking takes time, but the more often you practice, the more confidently you will be able to speak. And remember, a person who speaks confidently usually does better in job interviews, school presentations, workplace presentations, and in social situations like on a date or at a party. Here are a few possible strategies to boost your confidence while speaking English. Practice in front of the mirror. If you are learning English, then take 10 to 15 minutes every day to practice speaking in front of the mirror, including your English presentation or workplace presentation, the conversation you have been working on in English class, and even basic greetings for casual conversation like hello, how are you, nice to see you, or how have you been? Breathe deeply. Breathing deeply can also help you to build confidence. So, practice inhaling and exhaling before you have to deliver a speech, a presentation, a dialogue, or a recording. If you are relaxed, you are likely to speak more comfortably and naturally. Make eye contact. Confident speakers, especially native English speakers, tend to make eye contact with their listeners. You know what? Eye contact is a way of showing respect to your listeners. Nervous speakers are likely to look downwards or away if they are not confident in their English. So, make sure to always make eye contact when you are speaking English.
Well, I hope you learned some important strategies today to become a more fluent speaker in English. In a future video, T and I will offer some additional strategies to become a fluent English speaker. Thank you for watching our video today. Please share it with your family and friends and subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so already. T and I would love to see you in the next video. Bye for now.